Hello, and welcome to day 3 of Planksgiving. So today we're going to work a little bit more on the lateral, a completely different system than what we did on day 1 and 2. So you will need something to put a foot on. So it could be a chair, it could be the couch, it could be maybe those two. Not too high, maybe a forearm length, go to the tip of the finger to the forearm, off the ground. Again, if you don't have it, that's fine. This just gives you, again, a little bit more challenge, a little bit more biofeedback, so it closes the loop. All right, so today we are going to start differently. So I'm going to demonstrate a position, and then I'm going to come back to this because my knees do not care for the mermaid position. Again, we're going to be going sideways. It's a very unusual motion for us to do, so we're going to prep it a little bit. So mermaid position. So you can be sitting like this. So if you look at it from the side, so foot goes to the knee, this leg is back. Make sure you point this foot, that helps take tension off the knee. You can also do it from more of this position where they're not quite as staggered. The nice thing about this one is it does get more into the side plank position that we're going to use with this top leg. So that is nice. And again, if you're like me and that just doesn't feel good, you're going to do seated on something where you also have ability to move side to side. All right, so core is engaged, long, tall spine. You got that part. We always set up this, right? So start to feel your rectangle. It's not a triangle, it's a rectangle that we're working on, the stabilization. So draw up through the lower abs, draw those ribs down, shoulder blades back. How's that posture feeling? Okay, so we're going to do that. What we've been doing the rotation with extension a little bit differently today. So place your hand on the ground and you're slowly going to tip sideways. So this hip can come up a little bit, but how comfortable are you with that? Part of this is you want to keep your shoulders and the hips facing forward. So if you're starting to rotate too far, so then bring yourself back up. You should also feel like you're long on both sides. So I know we have a little bit of bending going on here, but you think about lift up and then over, it feels different than just dropping into the side. All right. So wherever you need to go here, so you do get a little lateral in your rectangle. Okay. And again, that's going to warm us up and give us a little bit more feedback. All right. This top arm, I'm not going to be able to talk with it. You're going to reach it up and over. And then I want you to bend the elbow, pull it back and behind and look up to the ceiling. This top shoulder is going to roll back a little bit and then take it overhead again. So that bottom elbow can bend a little bit and straighten as you do this. So this is the same motion we've been doing. It's just done from a different angle. So part of the warm up, getting that upper back to access. If you want to stay down, you're welcome to. If you want to stay up, you're welcome to. You get a little bit more bang for your buck if you get that bottom elbow bending and straightening. And again, where is your head comfortable going? So you should feel like you're opening up through the shoulder a little bit and then getting into that mid back. All right, so that should be similar in feeling to what we've done previously, seated with rotation. All right, so let's go do the other side now. So again, what leg position do you want to be in? Just stack your leg and then bring yourself back. This arm is in line from those hips, straight out. Tall spine, get that connection going again, and then slowly begin to lean over. Again, get stable here. Never any discomfort in that low back. So when you're ready, take that top arm, reach it over, and then bend the elbow, rotate, pull that shoulder back. And again, your head can go with. This arm is not, this side's not nearly as coordinated. There we go. There we go. Okay, so coordination comes with time, and sometimes it's easier on one side than on the other. All right, so reach and pull, reach and pull. So you might feel this all the way down to your side. Again, we've got that lateral element in here, a little different than what our seated one was. All right, last one here. And release. Check in for a moment. How do you feel? How are your sides doing? All right, so now you're going to come around. Your knees are going to be stacked. You're going to have Be down on your elbow to start. Again, this is just to get that activation that we want from those lats, and then you can go to the hand if once you figured it out. So elbows in line with the hips, which is in line with your ankles. Bottom rib is lightly dropped right now. So make sure elbows under the shoulder. Any discomfort in the shoulder, pull it in more. Okay, and long through the low back. So we do not have our rectangle right now. We're kind of skewed again. We've got that lateral bend, but the sides are long. Now pull in with your elbow and just notice what happens. Release. Pull in with your elbow. So again, we're getting that lat to engage on the bottom side. Think about keeping the shoulders stacked. Pull in. All right, so this time, pull in, lift up. So someone took your shirt and they lifted it up, and then you lower back down, pull in, lift up, make sure your core is engaged. And again, make sure you're breathing. So where's the hard part? All right, so if you're good there, we can take it to the next option, is to lift up. So you still had that pull in, lift up, and then the hips came up, and then slowly down. Pull, lift up, and down. Let's do one more like this. Again, we're working repetition. We will get to working on holds. So if you want to try it with the arm, so the arm's not going to be underneath the elbow, but you still have that pull in and then lift up. Okay, so notice where that hand is. Is it more comfortable underneath you? Maybe, especially if you have any shoulder issues, the more underneath you it is. But that pull in is not as obvious. And you really want to think about engaging the core, engaging the lat before you lift. That helps you stay out of that wrist. All right, so you pick your option, and I want your top leg now to go on your chair, your couch, your Pilates box, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the elbow. I like an easier version, an easier option when I am talking. So leg is straight out. So it's ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. All right, from here, do your activations, lift up. Now focus on the bottom leg. I want you to press that bottom leg into the mat and then relax. Core stays engaged, press. So now we have our rectangle, our triangle. Rectangle, I was right the first time. What's up with the rectangles? What's up with the triangles? All right, so you're pressing in and then release. So I was doing a press, press, press. You could do a press and hold. Depends if you're feeling it. That contract, relax mechanism. If you don't feel it, the motion is a little bit better, the contract, relax. So as you push down, you notice you lift up a little bit. As you lower down. Okay, so you got the up and the down a little bit, and then that's fine. All right, so if you're ready to take it to the next level, same setup. You're going to lift, but now with that knee pressed down, you're focusing on the top leg. So now press that top leg into the chair, lift it up. Press it into the chair. Again, option. You can go back to where we want work, just work. What works? Are your shoulders stacked? You're starting to round forward. How's your rectangle? One more. And then release. Ooh, check in. You can just flip around and face the other direction. Since I want to stay facing you, I'm going to flip everything around. And again, we go to knee stacked start, elbows underneath, long spine, pull the elbow in, just pull in, get your setup, right? Get your setup. If you have a slightly rounded rectangle, pull in, get that lat to engage. And again, you can stay at any of these options as I layer on that works for you. So make sure elbow, shoulder, hip are all in line. All right, now, and then lift that bottom rib. So again, someone picked your shirt up. So they shorten that rib to hip distance. You're getting those obliques to kick in. I got a couple more here. I like evidently moving my bottom arm because that helps me reset that position. All right, hold, and now lift and lower. Just do that a couple times, then we'll hold. Again, you're maintaining that position. You are a little bit laterally flexed at the moment. You have that little bit of a curve, so you're curved upward. All right, I'm gonna try it from the hand. you're welcome to. You can also go up and hold it now if you're ready. So again, holding for maybe 4 breaths. And then slowly down. My knee did not care for that, so if you want to try it again, you're welcome to. I will wait here for you, so you know where we're going next. Whoops, we forgot to put the focus on pressing down. Let's try that again. So pull, press down with that bottom knee. Press down, press down, press down, and then release. Pull in, press, press. So you should feel like you're lifting up out of the shoulder joint and never compressing down into it. If it's uncomfortable, lower it down a level. Press, press, press. We got one more. And press, press, press. All right, now we get to take that top leg out long. So if your shoulder needs a break, give it a break, because we all have one shoulder that's stronger than the other. So breaks are perfectly fine. Again, you have that rewind button anytime you need. Okay, so stable. So now you are getting more toward that box, that rectangle as we go. So start with your pull in, lift up, press down with that bottom knee, hold. Okay, so now press down with that top leg, lift the top leg, press down, lift. So again, if you need to come down to here and just work that leg, you're welcome to. This is still a plank. This is still working on strength. So this is where you're really using those different options for what works best for you. Okay. And so I'm going to leave you here working on balancing out your right and your left sides. This is the end of day 3 and week 1. So next week we will have a whole new set. But check in, see how you feel. Is this something that you want to do a second time for each of these? Do you want a day off before you do it? Play with it and see. Do you want to try doing all 3 of them at once? See how it feels? You have options, and that really is the key here. So hopefully you're feeling you got more than this worked, that you work the back, that you feel the shoulders, you feel the hips, you feel the torso. It's not about the chest. It's about everything else. All right. Thank you for being here.